Hey tennis coaching team, it's Patrick here, back with another video. We got a fun video today, fun shot. We got the drive volley. Now, I talked about in a previous video, the 4 volleys that we need to master when we're up at the net. And if you've not checked that video out already, then I highly recommend you do so. But I put the drive volley into its own category, bit of a bonus shot for you guys, because even though it's a volley and we're gonna play it out of the air, it's actually going to have a technique that's much more similar to our forehand ground stroke. So let's get into it. If you're not familiar with what we mean by a drive volley or a swing volley, it's going to be a shot that we step up inside the court. We take the ball out of the air on a higher floating ball from our opponent, and we play it anywhere between sort of the service line here to the middle of the back box in no man's land. We're not going to want to play it when we're too close to the net because we're just not going to have time or space to initiate the shot. So we said the technique was a little bit more similar to our forehand ground stroke, and that's going to be including the forehand grip and the swing path. So it's going to look a little bit like this. Now, I could play the drive volley on either my forehand side or the backhand side, but we're going to talk about it on the forehand side today because the backhand is going to be a very difficult shot. It's going to be a high risk shot for most players. Well, maybe unless your name is Serena Williams. In terms of the technique, I'm going to want to contact the ball around level with my shoulder, and I'm going to want to play with what I call a high to high swing path. Most players I see make the mistake of starting high and they finish too low across their body and they pull the ball down into the net. Yes, there's going to be an element of me driving through this ball towards my target, but also I want to get a little bit of top spin on the ball just to give me a little bit of margin for error over the net. So I start high. And I finish high across on the other side of my body. A simple tip for you guys to do this would be to catch your racket with your non-dominant hand over your opposite shoulder. This is just going to ensure we have a swing path that's more around our body and we don't pull the ball down into the net. Because we're taking the ball a little bit higher, we're going to want to use what we call an open stance to play this shot. An open stance simply meaning I play with my right foot on the right and my left foot on the left. This is going to help me not to get too jammed up and too close to the ball. It's also going to allow me to really rotate my body. So to coil and uncoil my body coming into the shot, because we also don't want to just slap at this shot with our arm. We really want to initiate the shot with our body and our big muscles so we can take a rip at the ball. And once I've played this shot, I don't want to stay in the middle of the no man's land area here. I want to follow this ball up to the net, ready to put away what's hopefully going to be a weak defensive shot from my opponent with the volley at the net. So, to recap, if I see my opponents under pressure, I want to set up the shot using my forehand grip. I want to run to the ball. I want to get into an open stance. I want to use my forehand ground stroke technique. And I want to play with a high to high swing path. Now, I do want to say that this is a shot, it looks easy. Looks easy when I'm feeding myself, but it's actually going to be a difficult shot to play. It's going to be a high risk shot for a lot of players, and you may want to play just your regular push volley technique from this area if you're making your way into the net. The other shot I could play from here would be to simply let the ball bounce and play a high forehand put away, and we'll cover this shot in another video. So make sure you subscribe, try and get us to that 100 subscriber mark. That'd be really appreciated. Give this video a like if this has helped you to have more confidence to rip your drive volleys out the air? And get into the comments. Let me know, is this a shot that you do play, or you've always been a little bit more afraid of playing? And does this video give you more confidence to go out there and play your drive volley in your next match? I'd love to know, and I'll see you in the next one.